Hello dear students, today we are going to begin lesson number 9, The Greedy Toy Clown, page number 117. And today's story that we are going to read, we will see the toys who are awake late in the night and doing some works. We might or we may also keep toys in our home, but have we been aware that these toys are doing some kind of work at night when we are asleep? Maybe or may not be. None of us know it, okay, whether they are active or not. But here we are going to read such a story where these toys are very active. And these characters we can see here. The first we have the toy clown. Then wooden toys are there. Elf, okay, who comes to their rescue. And the little girl who is the owner of all these toys. And the second thing that we are going to see, the word meaning, okay, which are maybe new to all of us, we are coming across for the first time. If we find this kind of meaning, better we should write in the copy. Now let us read this text. What does it say? What do toys do when everyone else go to sleep? Do they talk and play with one another? Or are they naughty and fight with one another? Read the story to find out. Once there was a toy. He lived in the nursery cupboard with all the other toys, but nobody liked him very much, for he was very greedy. So we are going to talk about the first toy, that is a toy clown. He was living with the other toys. Where? In the nursery cupboard. And this particular toy was disliked. That means, okay, not liked by all the other toys, okay, living in the cupboard. Just because of what? Just because he was very greedy. So we can have a questions. The first question we can have is, why was the toy clown disliked? Right. Why was the toy clown disliked by all other toys? Okay. Why was he disliked? Because I have already told you that he was very hungry, or no, was very greedy. That's because of that. If ever the toys had a tea party, he was sure to eat most of the cakes, and once he even put sandwiches in his pocket when he thought no one was looking. He meant to eat them all by himself in the night. So every time they planned to have a tea party, he was the one to take the most. And once we see an example, okay, where he took the sandwiches in his pocket, thinking that nobody else was noticing him, and he wanted to have that all by himself, and that also in the night. He was very proud of his blue trousers and red coat, and proudest of all, of a lovely glittering brooch that Anne had given him out a Christmas cracker. So we will see here, this particular toy, this toy clown was very proud of his blue trousers and red coat, and proudest of all, just because he had what? He had a glittering brooch. We know brooch, what is a piece of jewelry with a pin to fashion to clothes. We'll have another questions. What did Anne give to the toy clown, and when? So we must remember, Anne had given him out, okay, what is that? A glittering brooch, and that also when? On a Christmas cracker. Anne was the little girl the toys belonged to. They liked her very much because she played every day with them and was gentle and kind. So why did the toys like Anne? You need to remember this one, that she was liked by all the other toys just because she played with them every day, and just because another quality that she has was of gentleness and kindness. One day Anne had a lovely present given to her. It was a proper little stove. So, what present? Okay, what was the gift? What was the gift uh, given to Anne? So, what was the gift given to Anne? The gift was a proper little stove. It had an oven inside and a saucepan and a kettle on top. You can really light it and cook it, and Anne loved it and cooked little puddings for herself of biscuit and sugar. Now, when everything was dark and still one night, the clown woke and stretched himself. He was hungry. So we see here, when everybody was on bed, taking rest, that time the toy clown woke up, stretched himself. That means strengthen or extend his body. He was hungry. He remembered the little stove which Anne has. What a fun if he could creep out and cook for himself a meal on it. None of the other toys were about. That means nobody, no other toys were around. Anne had been playing with them such a lot that they were all feeling too tired to stir out of the cupboard. And that particular day, all of them had played a lot that they were all tired and did not feel like coming out, even they heard any kind of noise. So the clown tiptoed out alone. He went to the little glass stove and looked at it. How lovely it is. He was sure that he could cook with it, but what could he cook? Now, once he found that, he got to know that none of them, means none of the other toys are going to come, even there is a little noise, because they were tired. And we see the toy clown came to the kitchen where the thing was, and then he looked for the stove, and finally he found it also, but he was just wondering what to cook. So dear students, just read after here, and on the next day we're just going to continue the lesson. But before that, please read quite many times, and the questions which I have given it to you, 3 questions are given, just write them down along with the word meanings. Thank you.